I'm gonna tell you how I cut my doom scrolling by more than 10 hours a day. This took me from wasting entire days scrolling YouTube and hating who I was becoming, to now having days where I'm only on my phone for 20 minutes and I've never felt more productive. And by the way, if you do like the video, then consider clicking the subscribe button, because it will tell me if you want me to share more ideas like this. I used to scroll on YouTube so much that it would make me start to feel sick. My daily routine a year and a half ago was bloody abysmal, alright? I used to be a fat little man that would wake up past midday every day with cold sweats, and the first thing I would reach for was my phone right next to me on the bedside. If I wasn't choking a chicken first thing and edging my way to 1 PM, then I was straight on the YouTube app. For me, it's always been YouTube, watching random bullshit that has absolute no relevance to my life. I'd sit there for 2 hours at a time, 3 hours, 4 hours, binge eating and binge watching at the same time. Maybe I had some Kit Kats as I revisited PewDiePie's old Minecraft series, but I was 20 years old and this was a pathetic life. But it genuinely felt like I couldn't escape the horrific lifestyle. Even the thought of not using my phone for a day would terrify me, because I would be scared of what my mind would start saying to itself when I wasn't distracted by the phone. A lot of my tendency to have 12-hour screen time days came down to the fact that I'd purposely overindulge myself in online content and wanking because I was fearful of what my brain would start thinking once I put the phone down. How the fuck do you escape this depressing place? If you're on this video, then you've probably been caught up in a whirlwind of daily phone scrolling, and you're really starting to notice the negative effects on your mental health. Chances are you're objectively a bit of a bum right now, and I say that with full love, alright? Because even though your days are filled with absolutely nothing, geezer, I also understand what's going on in your mind. You don't want to be this. You know it's not right, and you have the drive and ambition to do something about it. You know you were born to do something greater than just be a consumer. I'm not even saying this to motivate you, because this is what I used to think. You don't see yourself at 30 years old with 30% body fat, or glued to your phone, or not making money doing something you're passionate about. So how do we fix the screen time? What I'm about to say next won't be the thing that gets me views, mate, alright? But it was exactly what I needed to hear when I was fat. Your screen time isn't the problem. Screen time is not a game to decrease your numbers, alright? Fuck the screen time for a second, geezer, because it's only a symptom of the real issue, which is your lack of direction in life and mental health. Now, there's going to be a few retards who click off the video and keep on scrolling, and I know that isn't you, mate, because deep down, you know it's true. I can only share why I was stuck to my phone. I was in the same boat as you, and it wasn't because the online content was so amazingly good. It was because I was scared of my mind, because I wasn't going anywhere in life. It comes down to one main thing I started all the way back in 2023, and this is what eventually led to 20 minutes of screen time a day. When you have no destination, you will aimlessly wander. Listen to that again. When you have no destination, you will aimlessly wander. I could teach you exactly how to meditate every day and practice mindfulness so you enjoy being in silence, or how to journal, or get in the gym or whatever. But if you still don't have a passionate goal to pursue in your daily life, then once you complete a morning meditation, you'll sit there after and think, well, what the fuck now? And because you don't know what the fuck now, it's more likely you're just going to go and scroll on your phone again. I'll be honest, mate. The reason I don't even desire grabbing my iPhone these days isn't because I'm playing a game in my mind to lower my screen time or keep a streak of days I don't use my phone. I don't even think about my screen time these days. It's literally because I found a thing that I passionately enjoy pursuing on a daily basis, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to find yours as well. The reason this has worked for me is because when you genuinely find something you care about growing, inevitably your brain will be filled with thoughts on how to do that, and eventually you won't even feel the urge to binge YouTube. Do you think UFC fighters wake up and think, wow, I really want to fucking scroll on Twitter today? They might do it for like an hour after a full day of training or in between, but that doesn't sound like a terrible life, right? It's not the only thing they're doing. What you're really missing, mate, is a goal and journey that you're so deeply passionate about that you will never wake up feeling depressed again, because you have work to do. For me, this was starting my YouTube channel 7 months ago. I wake up now and immediately think, I get to work on this. This is all I think about, and it's not even forced. Why would I waste time scrolling on my phone in the morning when I have something deeply fulfilling to work on? I'm addicted to this now. But Kian, I don't want to be a YouTuber. It doesn't have to specifically be YouTube, but figuring out what you want to do for the rest of your life is the first step to destroying the screen time problem and boosting your mental health. But Kian, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm lost. Shh. Let's figure that out right now then with 2 simple questions. Actionable step. If you have a notebook nearby, then open it up and be prepared to answer these 2 questions, or use your notes app. And if you don't do this, then you're honestly a bit of a pussy, because you want to feel more fulfilled and happy with yourself, right? This is step 1. Number 1, what are the main hobbies or activities that I'm deeply passionate about that I'd be willing to do for the rest of my life? Example, a year ago I would have wrote YouTube, writing scripts, making music. Those were what I could imagine doing forever. But question 2 is where we narrow these down to a clear-cut 1 or maybe 2 choices that you can pick between and begin to pursue daily. Number 2, which of these passions would I be willing to deal with the problems of for the rest of my life? Basically, you might love doing something, but if it becomes a career, will the problems that come with it make you end up hating it? Everything in life, even the good stuff, comes with problems. The great thing is you have the power to choose which problems you want to have forever. Example, this took script writing out of the equation for me because I hate the idea of working for someone else at a production company for the rest of my life. I wanted to do TV writing, and that meant there'd always be a higher up, and I also can't control my own wage in that job. Music was also removed because I don't really want to deal with making music videos and going to studios and shit. It's just not for me. But with YouTube, I'm willing to deal with pretty much all the problems and forever. You know, the hate comments, the demonetization, channel strikes, having to post all the time. I'm willing to do all that. So what conclusion or conclusions did you come to? What can you now see yourself pursuing and dealing with the problems of for years to come? If you know what it is, then begin with just 5 minutes tomorrow, or even today if you're a legend, because that was the only thing that worked for me. When I was fat and undisciplined, the only way I could build momentum was by starting at level 0. I only felt able to do a little bit of work a day. But over time you get into the habit, and that is when your screen time decreases and your work and passion increases. Remember, this will take time, but every successful person in history became an overnight success after years of slowly getting better at something. There's no secret hack to doom scrolling, alright? You just have to become a better man, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it.